Hello and welcome to another Make a Flash game tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to move a movie clip using the keyboard. So let's get started. Open up all your Flash files, so Flash game, character and main. Alright, so in order to start off we're going to have to make sure that main is able to access the stage. So let's type stage stage, and then we set it in our main Flash file. New main stage. We have to set it here because we can only access the stage in our Flash file and not our main file. So by doing this, we send the stage variable to our main file. Alright, let's start by adding two event listeners to the stage. So in order to do this, we type stage.add event listener, and then we type keyboard event key down, and then we want the method that they're going to access to be key down handler, like that. And then we create another one, add event listener, keyboard event, and this is going to be a key up event, and then we call this key up handler. So what this is doing is every time there's a tick in the game, it's going to be checking to see if a key's either down or if a key's been released. So now once we've done that, let's create the two methods that the event listeners will be calling. So public function key down handler e.keyboard event void. The reason we type void at the end of a function sometimes is because we know we don't want it to return any value. So once we've done that, let's create the other method, public function key up handler e.keyboard event void. Awesome. Alright, so in ActionScript, every single key on the keyboard has a specific value. So in order to access those values, we need to know the right number for each of the keys. Luckily, I know the numbers for left, up, right, and down. So let's go up the top and create some new variables called left, right, up, and down. So private variable left equals 37. Int equals 37. Private variable right int equals 39. Private variable we'll just do those two for now. So basically what this, the 37 and 39 just mean the number that the key's been assigned by ActionScript. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's go back down to our key down handler, and we're going to create a switch and e.event key e.keycode. Case left. Alright, so pretty much what the switch does is check if either case left or right is true. So if we're pressing a button down and that button is left, then it'll do this. If we're pressing a button down and the button is right, then it'll do this. That's pretty much all it does. So what we want to do now is create two new variables called private variable left key pressed of type boolean and private variable right key pressed of type boolean. Alrighty, so now we want to make it so that if the left key is pressed, then left key pressed is equal to true. And then the same for right. If right key pressed, then right key pressed equal to true. Awesome. Okay, so now we've done that. For the key up handler, we want to do the opposite. So if the left key's been pressed, and then it's released, we want left key pressed equal to false, and same for right, we want the right key pressed equal to false. Awesome, so that'll do that. Alright, now we need to create another function called, another method called public function get keys. Alrighty, and in this function we're going to set which direction our character is going to move. So we're going to create another variable up here called private variable character x direction, and we'll put that as an int. Alright, so now we go back down to get keys and type character x direction is equal to 0. So every time it runs this function, it's going to make character x direction equal to 0. Next we want to say if left key pressed is equal to true. Instead of doing these double equal signs, we can just say if left key pressed, and then it will automatically think it's equal to true. So if left key pressed, then say character x direction is equal to -1. Also, if we make a statement like an if statement, and then we know we're only going to have one line of code after it, then we can just leave out the curly brackets. We don't need them. So now we do if right key pressed, then character x direction equal to 1. Alright, so now we need to make sure that the character is going to move. So let's go make a new function called public function move character. Alright, so we're going to move our character by typing character. So we're going to access our character class, and then we're going to create a function in our character class called move character, like that. And then we're also going to make it send a variable character x direction. So pretty much what it's doing is that whenever a key is pressed and we update the character's x direction, it's also going to update it and send it to our character. Alright, so now we need to make sure that it's going to check, it's going to keep on running this in a loop. So we're just going to make a loop to run it. So go add event listener into event dot enter frame, and then loop. If you ever get stuck on what to write, you can just type press Control and spacebar at the same time, and then it'll pop up with all these little helpers. So yeah, that might be handy, like that. Awesome. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's make the loop function. and we're going to make it run get keys, so that'll just make it find this and then run the function get keys, and then we also want to run move character. Awesome. So get keys and move character are both running in a loop. We don't need to run these because they already have their own event listeners. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's go into character. Let's get rid of this event listener to start off with, and that, and then let's get rid of this stuff. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to set it so that we can receive the variable that we're sending from main. So we can call it whatever we want, it just has to be the same type as what we're sending. So we're sending character x direction, which is an int, and so that means we need to receive an int. So int, and then we're going to call it dir for direction. Okay, so now that we've got that, we say my character dot x plus equals dir times 1. By saying dir times 1, it means that we can change this to any value later, and it'll make stuff, the character move faster or slower. So I think that might work. No, 1 second. Main line 45. Oop, wrong line. Nope, that's right. X is 34 character X direction. Awesome. Okay, so we got a error count mismatch main loop expected 0 got 1. Okay, so we need to e dot event. Cool. No, still going. Oop. Okay, awesome. So now when you press the keys, the character moves. Let's change this to an else. Okay, awesome. So our character moves backwards and forwards. Alright, so in this tutorial I showed you how to move your character backwards and forwards by using the keyboard. In the next tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to access multiple character animations. So when he runs right, we'll access the right animation, and when he runs left, we'll access the left animation, and so on. If you found this tutorial helpful or you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Also, if you have any questions, just leave a comment.